What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Journeyman Career in Football Manager 2022. Leave a thumbs up if you're enjoying the series. So, we have played some games here in October, actually finished the month of October, and we've got some information to talk about, a few things before we get into the games. But coming off the last episode, Cliftonville, Coleraine, that meant we had 3 losses in a row, which wasn't good. September wasn't good, but they were all tricky games. October looked a little brighter where we got 3 wins out of the 4. Away from home, though, in the cup, one of the cups, the League Cup, we got the League Cup, we got knocked out against a team in a lower league than us. So that was kind of pretty disappointing. And they're sitting in 8th as well. So, yeah, we're not treating the cups too seriously. So that's where we might rotate a little bit more. Again, if we just go over to the expectations, they don't even have an importance level. They just say not important. So ignore that completely. But another positive, we finally got accepted for studying, with improving our licenses, improving the badges. We finally had a club. At our previous club, Curzon Ashton, we asked probably 3 or 4 times from my memory, and they rejected us. But Warrenpoint Town, they rejected us once and they accepted this next time. I just want to wonder, what the thing that made them say, oh yes, compared to all the previous times I've been rejected. Again, all those times at Curzon Ashton and then the once previously, maybe because I just joined. But yeah, that's going to be good if I can do that a few times, especially with them. But let's go through the takeover situation here. It says Warrenpoint Town FC have begun the process of appointing a new chairperson, according to the Northern Irish Football Messenger. The frontrunner for the job appears to be director Neil Allen, who could be prepared to pay around $28,000, which is nothing crazy. It's not in the millions, nowhere near that. But yeah, to give you the idea, and then we move on to that next message there. The takeover has been completed, and it is Neil Allen. So we'll give you some feedback. It's not like when you see we got a takeover. We're not suddenly a Newcastle United situation. If we just go over a second into our finances, they've got us out of the red temporarily, which is a pretty good thing. And what we have to probably point out here, the income, what's that from? That's probably going to be just down as other. I feel like it needs to be something else. I'm pretty sure that would be it, because everything else is nothing really, there's no investments or something like that. But in terms of the takeover, that was the sudden input after it actually came to fruition. So, yeah, we didn't have that previously. We had that about 108K more. So, yeah, that's pretty good. But I'm just wondering, is that going to be, how much is going to be continuous? We're going to find out. That's going to be the interesting thing, how much they're going to put into the club. Say if we get into a bit more in the red again, I really want to maintain this finance screen and keep you guys updated. Because if you go to expenditure, if we go last month's situation, you can just see off here, last month, that's 31K. And then last month, the income was 24K. So it's going to be interesting to monitor. And you can see the other from last month was 4K. So that basically, it says that was all from the intake of having someone take over the club. So various other sources it's described as. It's good, but how are they going to put that into the club every month? I'm not sure. So that's why we started. Normally we start on game day for a new episode, but simply because we were at the end of the month to see all that information for the finance for the month and the previous one. We will continue. Hopefully don't get any injuries or anything like that. And, we're, fighting for kind of being that top 3 position. Imagine if we actually get a European finish and we're playing some kind of European competition next season. That would be pretty good, really. But also, on Cups, we got a first round draw here. This is for the Mid-Ulster Cup. So, as I touched on with the other one, we're not going to, put all this effort to try and go all the way in it. And we get Portadown again, funnily enough. But, the board has not even any form of interest in it. Not even the lowest. They're just no, not at all. Okay, then that changes the prospect of this episode. We're not going to go... Okay, we're not going to go through the World Cup. Maybe that's more fitting now, even though there's still a few weeks break there. But it's going to have, 2 games. 2 games against Portadown. But the setup I was actually going with, we were putting McCaffrey into that central midfield. I think we have a better deep line playmaker then. And Hunter, still, for a shadow striker, not bad. Do you think that's a better setup? Last few games have been doing that, and I'm just a bit more happy with it. And I feel like I always want to give a report on Finley and, like which attributes are going up. Pace going up, was wanting to work on his fitness off the ball as well. Those two attributes going up. Funnily enough, I've got a report in messages saying that individual training is not working, but I'm literally doing quickness and his pace is going up. Do you ever think that's weird? Like, they feel it's not, as you can see, this is it right there. Feels the individual training he's been assigned to work on is not producing any results. I want to read that to make sure of it, but quickness, pace. I might need some new coaches that can read training better. Could it be simply that? And I think a bit of a battle has been finding our best left back. I'm trying to give Glynn a bit of a run because, not bad rated. But, we've got a few guys we're using in terms of that ball. You might think he looks a little bit stronger defensively. And then we've got Dunn on the bench as well. He's a bit more a quicker type, so he's not a bad sub late in the game. But Ball was only having a 6.7 average rating. Glynn right now, 6.82. So, just rolling with that. Hutchinson, he's been amazing. And then three of our other back four have been very consistent. So been happy with them as we go into this match. But I think it brings a bit of pressure because suddenly I feel like certain games where, are like, we should win this one just off how we've played. Regardless of we're seen as, maybe not one of the better teams in the league. But I've been impressed in some games, but then other games we've felt, a bit poor. And overpowered by, top teams in the league. So we'll zoom in a little bit more here, actually. Hopefully the camera's good. I've been liking on this one. Anyway, maybe I was right to feel that way. That we are feeling strong. And that's with our corners, crosses, I should say, more specifically, how we're instructing them to float them on his head, really. Well, in general, our crosses. But, the target man is going to be the target from then. See Finley, target his head and he puts it home. And Peter Finley, already I've been being self-explanatory. Like that's what we come to expect from him so early in his career. But now that's solid block, and Mitchell, Wade Slater, Ramsey's on it now. Ruddy goes over the top. This is not the normal angle, is it? But it could be their pitch as well. Hunter, Hutchinson. Again, it's not because I zoomed out. It's the same. What I mean is more the angle. There we go. Zooming in and out. As we go, it might just lead to another. Oh, wait. That angle, talking about angles again. I was expecting him to put that home. I think he could have found the gap, but not to be. And they clear. And Byrne deals with it. Good start, though. Well done, lads. Oh, we feel so in control of this one. Finley, he's already finding his dangerous position. Just run down the wing and get a cross in. Here we go. Hutchinson, McCaffrey. And this just... I felt, he was offside, so he held off there and left it to Ryan. Ryan Swan. Swan delivers. We just feel better. I know this is only one game and one opponent, in case we see it in the next game we play as well. But it's better movement. McCaffrey deeper, and then we put Hunter in that role. Swan may have not been the intended target, actually, but it worked out. It looks clean. Just the movement within midfield. I think we're finding the best roles for a couple players now. So Deasy, he's deep. What is he gonna try and get a cross in or a shot from range? That wasn't far at all. That wasn't far off. It was so close to that corner. What's very impressive, we're really preventing their shots, what they're creating. We've had 2 clear-cut chances, deserved of 2 goals, I'd say. And that's our lead at half-time. We just say, we're pleased with that. Very good. And then an early highlight, a minute in. And then Finley. His crosses are so dangerous. They connect. It just depends if the player finishes. He's on a yellow card, so he's got to be careful the last 40 minutes of the game. Hutchinson and Gallagher there. We just look like we are in control. We don't need to worry about the next game. It's not just a few days later. It's a couple of weeks later. We don't want any injuries. Waits later, someone... Yeah, we've got to manage. He had one early in the preseason, so I reckon we bring on Alan O'Sullivan. Don't need to change too much. I think we are in control here. If anything, I want to just slow the game down and pass, so you guys get an idea. Show you that. Yeah, what we're going to look to do from here. And Keelan Dillon, just to show you his attributes, I prefer him over the other centre mid we have that we bring on or we rotate, Chris Cohen. You can just tell, even though he's more a quicker type, so that's why you'd want to bring him on, but he's got too many lower attributes and they concern me, so you bring on Dillon there. You see he's 2-star, but he's pretty well-rounded. He can play a lot of different roles, which is handy, but yeah, that's the change we're going with. Okay, it's a dangerous time. 2-0. It's always said it's a dangerous scoreline. That's where the mentalities of the players. At 1-0, players still know they need to focus. 2-0, yeah, the concentration. Yeah, what am I just saying here? I guess it's always an easy defense, isn't it, though? Like when you're 2-0 and you concede, you're like, it's always 2-0, dangerous scoreline. But now it's interesting. That was almost the pressures. Did I have to make adjustments? Did I have to do that? I'm not sure. So now we're going to go more direct. Kind of just reverting back. So there we go. Maybe it wasn't the best decision. Or that goal could have came anyway. I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe another fresh leg. See, this McFarland, it's just we have him on the bench there. He's not one of our preferred subs. Who else have we got? Ben Mullen as a defensive right back. He's not bad, but again... When it comes to not our best 11, Colm Deasy, let's bring on Ben Mullen and defend role, which we play anyway. Focus for the last 10 minutes. Last 10 minutes, come on, guys. Hold on, we deserve this. We've been in control. We've been in control today. But see, if they got in control of the game in the last 10 minutes or something, there's no reason why they couldn't have got an equalizer. But they didn't. They didn't. As you can see, they didn't even get another shot. So we dealt with it. In the end, it wasn't... I don't feel it was a result what the majority of the game felt like. We would have been happy with 2-0 and would have been... Yep, felt like a 2-0. 2-1, they were a single goal off an equaliser. It didn't feel like that. But that's how some games play out. Happy we held on for the 3. Yeah, that puts us into third right now. Solid position to be in. You can see Coleraine drop down. They lost 3-0 against Larne there. So McDade with the hat-trick. What's that? Within 6 minutes? Okay. Yeah, he's decent. Yeah, experienced striker. That's good. Great penalty taking. Would be hard to sign. Yeah, contract. If you got a striker like that, yeah, you want to keep him on your side. So anything of note, just Ryan Swan. Just praise him. Oh, guys. You're going to be shocked. Why is Ronaldo relevant? Swan has been good. But I wouldn't prefer him to Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, huh? That's a bit extreme. You wouldn't swap it for anyone, not even Cristiano. I'm pretty sure we'd want Cristiano. That could make us probably dominate. Like, David, mate, what are you talking about? What do you make of that? So obviously we play the same opponents again. That's 21 days later. So yeah, let's see what happens in between. Hopefully nothing major. But yeah, look, already we're 5 days into the new month and we haven't made any money, so that's not a good sign. So yeah, this new takeover, as I said, it's not like a billionaire takeover or something. It's going to be, yeah, something very minimal. But I do wonder how it'll be once we, get into the red. We'll wait for the rest of the month and see, because yeah, we're going to be getting deep into the month anyway. Okay, some more, this is almost being a Peter Finlay save at this point. Jumping reach attribute has gone directly up, you see with that arrow from 8 to 9 now. We're really... because I pointed him out and was excited so much about his signing. He could really become something. I'm pointing out anytime an arrow is showing on an attribute. Also, Darren Mulholland is getting games. You see there, capped at under 18 level. So, yeah, it's good form for him. Good extra experience early. Linfield have a game against Duncan and Swifts, and yeah, they're 10th, so... What are you going to picture here? Probably a solid win. Yeah, 3-1. But yeah, for the cup game against Portadown, I'm pretty confident against them because literally our last game was against them and yeah, we saw what we saw. So we can only have 5 subs on this one. So I just have to get rid of a couple there. It's not going to hurt us too much, I feel. Yeah, we should get in. I like how we have connections down the wings between our centre halves as well. Yeah, looks good pretty early in our tenure at Warrenpoint Town, so let's go. And yeah, what we're going to say, Portadown lost the last 4 out of 5. We have no excuses not to win here. Let's just run through point finger. So you guys know I do this a lot anyway, so generally, yeah, point finger. Good job, good job. But I always, no matter the game, the start is so important. You don't want to see an early mistake, and that really can set the tone of a game. Then it's Hutchinson with a free kick. He can put in a nice delivery, and it's Luke Gallagher for his 3rd goal of the season. He's been a bit of a danger from the set pieces. I wouldn't say the target for us, but he's been a target that is converted for us. Hutchinson, he just puts in the danger zone, but yeah, Gallagher's there. 1-0, and praise after a goal as we take a lead. And we start with possession here. Gallagher just scored. Hunter, he seemed like that's a real... Oh, yeah. Oh, that tidy finish, man. He looked like he made it look easy, Ryan Swan. But yeah, I'm really feeling Hunter in that attacking mid position, but shadow striker. Just picking up possession here and just turned... got the pass and, yeah, started the attack, really, and how quick we went there is some nice play. All right, 3rd. Yeah, you know, DZ's going to ease off tackles. Well, he's on that yellow now as he takes the throw. Hunter. I'm liking his quick turns. I feel he's really got that about him, and he's not being strongly marked. And now it's Wade Slater. Wow, make our finishes, their goalkeeper, man. Just make it look so easy against him. He just ran up to him and hit it near post. Nice and composed. Didn't feel like it had a lot of power on it. But DZ just made it look easy. Made it look DZ. Made it look a bit DZ. As another highlight pops up. Hunter. To Hutch, this might be a big win. Wade Slater, good. Yeah, it looks like we just have very good control in it. This is what I mean here. It's the quick passes. I'm happy with that. And the touch, our touch is very good. Our attackers look very composed. Once more, Wade Slater. Wade Slater gets a cross in far post. And that's a goal for Finley. He's got 6 now. Really, really starring. And that time he was on the end of a cross. So Wade Slater, yeah, I liked how he just pushed across there. Created himself some space here to get away from a defender. And yeah, good finish. Once more, his training, his jumping reach, that's where that was reflected. I love when that happens. Like an attribute that's gone up, and then in the next game, you can see that reflected. And that's going to be half time. I wasn't expecting it to be 4, even after the last game. This is away. Still. What a 45 minutes that was. You've blown them away. Ramsey. McNally, we should, position so well. The centre-backs made it look easy. And Hunt, he's not getting onto that. But this, not a bad goal kick, actually. It might start an attack for them. But, they're still going to have to do a lot. I don't want to say too much. Don't want to curse myself. They probably could score. But, 4-0. We're going to be advancing. We might even think of subs. So, yeah. It wasn't a wasted chance. They still ended up being patient with it. Adam Sally, it's weird. I'm thinking, let's bring on some fresh legs. Even after conceding a goal would make sense after scoring another. But yeah, we still are in a very strong position. Hunter, let's try Sullivan there. Why not? And then let a bit more time go. We'll bring on Dunn for Michael Glynn. Confirm that sub. But yeah, they're definitely not in danger. We're not in danger of conceding enough to be losing here. And then I think Cowan needs more game time than Dylan, just in terms of fitness, and we'll take off Hutchinson. And yeah, you can say he's just 1.5 stars in his better roles. We're just playing out here. There's not a lot of chances late, which is, we're okay with that. We're playing out the game exactly how we want. Kurt, even if they score another, which they do. It's Owen Teggett there. Yeah, we're not too worried because we're still 2 ahead. It's not even something to be concerned about. Yeah, we've just been in control of the game we put ourselves in a controlling position as Ryan Swan gets his 10th. His 10th for the season. He's been excellent today. He's scored his goals. And this is interesting just to look. Deasy with a bit of a Rory Delap long throw. That's a throwback. But yeah, he's been great. But I was happy we finished off that. Oh, hopefully they don't get another. Oh yeah, especially if we finish with another goal. Let's see, Finley, let's do it again. To have the last 2 of the game would be really, really nice. And falls to Cowan, who we brought on. Cowan. Oh, dangerous. And Swan could have had another to his name. And look how quick another highlight. But that is probably going to be it for the game. But no, I'm happy we got the final goal. Because 5-2. Yeah, 5-2 looks like a strong performance for us. Here's Sally. Don't want a red card or anything, but it's probably not going to be. Nah, it's just late foul for the last piece of action for the game, and was relatively poor, very poor, to be honest. And we're just waiting for the final chance. Is there going to be one, or are we just going to get tackled? No? There might. O'Sullivan, go all the way, lad. Go. Nah, you're just playing it out. Solid win, so we can definitely see we're far from the worst team in the league, even though our expectations are what they are, just to avoid relegation. We feel a step above a team like this. And I'm not even sure if they're the worst in the league. They're near the bottom, but I just open my blinds a little bit more. We're getting a bit later in the day, if you notice, was getting a little darker. But yeah, there's definitely bright notes in our performances. So this is good, because we just had 2 games in a row against them. And yeah, they're pretty much, I was going to say, Dergview, they haven't got a point at all. So they're ported out. They're close enough to the worst team. But you see the separation for us when we've had avoid relegation. That's our expectation. But we look clearly above that. That's why I always wonder, how much is my tactics? Am my tactics really, really good, or the players, or I don't know. I guess we just have to be happy with what we're doing at this point in time, as you just get through all these messages. Waits later, but yeah, I think we're doing well. And I like how we've gone with a different setup this time around, like compared to our last team. I like bringing a new style. It really does depend what fits the players. You don't just play a different style for the sake of it. Deasy will be missing the next game, but I'm sure we'll be able to manage without him. So what do you think the expectations are for the season? Like, I want to say, because, yeah, Linfield probably are going to finish top. They're too consistent. But if we can get second, that kind of looks like the realistic highest potential spot. And you get into the Europa Conference League first qualifying round. It's what I mentioned early when we just joined this team. The top one first is Champions League, but then it drops to Europa Conference. Like, is there no direct qualification for Europa League? Maybe let me know if you know about that. But even just prize money, yeah, 35k will be pretty decent. But at the same time, like 10th, you get 24. It's not that far off it, the prize money, even for finishing top 50k in comparison. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. But yeah, it looks like there's no direct qualification. Yeah, no direct qualification for Europa League, which is interesting. But yeah, Europa Conference League, it still would be decent to be in. That's cool. And yeah, finishing third is the first, you go in a qualifying round. Yeah, first qualifying round, a Depender winner. Interesting. The Peaky Blinder the cup gets it as well. So maybe that's a cup you want to target. You can see that one starts in December as well. But yeah, I think we're in a position to get that by a league finish. But there's a lot of the season to go. So yeah, I'll leave it there for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. Leave your feedback of it through everything you saw in it. And maybe we'll just give you an update of the finances. And we're at the end of another month, which is not a normal thing to see in an episode, but just because of the current fixtures and World Cup that will be going on, you can see a real struggle when we don't have a lot of home games. We got nothing from in this one. But yeah, what do we have? What do we have in November in terms of home games? Away, well, we haven't. We've had 2. We've had 2 that are away from home. So yeah, that's a bit disappointing. I just want to keep track if, yeah, this board now are going to be putting more money into the club, or yeah, we'll keep track over time, or maybe they'll put some in, how much they'll put in heading into the next season. So maybe you guys can leave your input if you've had a takeover with the Northern Irish club at the top division. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. See you next time.